Today we're going to be delving deep into TradingView's #1 indicator, the squeeze momentum indicator. This indicator has been extremely profitable for me in the past, but I'm looking for new setups, so I thought we'll delve in deep and have a look at some different setups. But before we get over to the screen, I have one big question for you guys. Have you ever traded the squeeze momentum, and have you used it as a trading strategy? I'd love to know your feelings and thoughts about this indicator down in the comments below, and don't forget that you can win up to $100 randomly at the end of each week here on David T. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Hey friends, I hope you're going extremely well. My name's David and welcome back to my channel where I go through trading strategies that I find on YouTube, on the web, and then I use code to debunk the bad ones and find the good ones. Today we're going to be going deep into the squeeze momentum trading strategy, one of my favorite indicators on TradingView and is the most downloaded indicator there is. It's a very simple indicator and has been profitable in the past for me, yet I had to re-optimize quite often, which caused me quite a few problems with my bots and kind of gave up on it in the past. But I do want to find new setups, so that's why I'm doing today's video, and hopefully I'll do a couple of other videos about the squeeze momentum in the near future as well. Okay, without further ado, I think the best idea is to get straight over to my computer and let's delve into this indicator and our setups that I've found today. But before I go, if you do enjoy this video and you don't mind just giving it a good old thumbs up, it really does help me to grow the community and helps me to keep motivated and continue doing all of these videos every week. And I also do videos every Monday and Friday with new strategy setups. You can also join us in Discord. The Patreon links are below, where we have over 50 trading strategies now. Okay, let's get over to my computer. Let's have a look at this new strategy. Right, okay, here we are on my computer on a clean chart on TradingView. I'm on Ethereum USDT today because I thought I'd change a little bit just for the fun of it. Okay, so we're going to go up to indicators first of all, and then we're going to go up to community scripts up here. Then we're going to go up to top, and as you can see, the squeeze momentum indicator by Lazy Bear is the #1 indicator downloaded on TradingView. Is there a reason behind that? We're going to be looking today. Hopefully there is. We'll be able to find some great setups. Now I'm going to change a couple of things. It is a bit of an older script, so it is on Pine Script 3. And I also have my own version of this, which I'm going to show you in a minute as well. So first of all, we're going to go over here and we're going to change the colors because we can't see them very well on YouTube. You don't have to do this, but we'll just make things a little bit clearer for us here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to here because I'm on dark mode, and I'm going to change the colors of this to orange here and make it 100% opaque, and then I'm going to change this one to white and do the same for this one too. Now we have our setup here. This is the squeeze momentum indicator. There's a very simple methodology behind this indicator which I'm going to go through now. Okay, so this indicator was originally built by a guy called John Carter. John Carter is a renowned trader and an author of the book called Mastering the Trade. He's very well known in the space and built this indicator to detect consolidation inside of the market. The idea behind this chart is we actually have momentum waves here. This is the version of Lazy Bear, as I said earlier. I have my own version. I will go through it in a second. But the idea is when we're in a choppy market or a consolidating market like this here, we don't want to take trades. So it'll be in this area here. We are not moving around enough for us to take a trade. We want a trending market where it moves out and breaks out to take our trades. There's plenty of areas where there is areas like this, and previously in the past couple of weeks or throughout September, I was stuck in lots of trades because the markets on Bitcoin was not moving enough, or in crypto in general. As you can see here, this is another area where it's consolidating, and this indicator prevents us from taking trades at those moments. Now, as you can see, what we're looking at here is the orange and white dots. The orange and white dots here actually detect consolidation in the market, and we should only really take trades when they're in the white area here. So one very simple trading strategy for this is we take a trade on, if we're in the green waves here, we take a long. As soon as we come out of a squeeze and we're breaking out into a trending market, we take an entry just like this here, and this would be the simple way of using the squeeze momentum as a trading strategy. Now, I've tried lots of ways of working this out with lots of different other methods, and this is very, very good, but I think we can do better. Now, to explain what's behind this, because I always like to know what's behind all of the indicators that I'm using, we're actually just literally adding 2 indicators. Bollinger Bands, this one here, we're going to be adding the Bollinger Bands, and then we're going to be adding the Keltner channel, this one just here. Now, I'm going to set these up very quickly. It's going to go in fast motion. Okay, so to explain how these orange and white dots actually work, it's very, very simple. I've added 2 indicators, the Bollinger Bands and the Keltner channel, to our charts just here. The idea is when Bollinger Bands are reduced into an area of squeeze, a bit like a spring, we're squeezing the market into a consolidation area. They're actually squeezed inside of the Keltner channel. Now that helps us to detect breakouts. As you can see, the white line would have pushed up and back down where we're going into a trending market. So when the white lines, the Bollinger Bands, are outside of our Keltner channel, we're getting white crosses on our chart here that's telling us that we're actually breaking out of a squeezed area. To explain very simply, like I said earlier, it's very much like a spring. If we're pressing hard on a spring, we're waiting for it to push and push the momentum out inside of the market. We have several patterns inside trending markets. We also have breakouts, and also we have a consolidation period. And we try to avoid, as traders, consolidation periods in general, because there's not enough movement for us to make a trade. Guys, before I go any further, I managed to negotiate a minus 20% on fees, on trading fees with BingX. If you'd like to profit from that situation, you can sign up to BingX. The links are down below in the description. Minus 20% on fees gives us a huge edge on the markets, so don't miss out on this opportunity. The links are down below. Now, as you can see, the problem with this indicator is that it makes a lot of signals, and unfortunately they're not always the best, including this one here. As you can see, we would have taken a long on the top of this candle here, and it would have reversed on us very much like this. Lazy Bear, who created this, said in his documentation that he would use these as momentum and look for divergences inside of these waves, and that's something that I've been working on another indicator, which is very much similar in the same way as the squeeze momentum. It uses the same sort of code. I've just played around with momentum waves to produce this indicator below. So this indicator is called Squeeze. I've tried to, it's based on squeeze momentum and a couple of other indicators that I've tried to put in here to create a strategy. So we're looking to take entries, but only when we have divergence. As you can see, divergence is here. Divergence is when price action is moving down in a downwards movement here, just like this, and we're moving down, and we create a lower low. But on our indicator, we're actually creating a higher low between the two here, as you can see, which means we're creating divergence in between our indicator and the actual price movement. This is where we look for a big green dot here to take a long, and when we have a big green dot, we're looking for the squeeze momentum indicator to be white. This is where I'd take a long here, just here like this, and then aim for anything between 1.5 and 3 risk to reward, and I would trail my stop loss maybe as well. So as always, I have come up with a trading strategy that I have back tested on Ethereum USDT, and I'm really excited and stoked by this indicator. I think that it could be something really good, and I'm really happy with the results that I've come up with. So I'm going to go through the actual full trading strategy now and give you the back testing results. Okay, so the actual strategy is pretty simple itself. I'm literally going to be using these divergences and this squeeze indicator, which is this orange and white band. So as I said earlier, as price moves down in the market is creating lower lows here like this, and we're looking to see if there's divergence between our indicator and the price moving down. So as you can see, the waves are actually bigger here, and they're moving into a smaller pattern here, creating a big green dot. So we're going to take our entries just here, and we're going to set our stop loss to the ATR bands. So if I go over to here and write ATR bands, I'm going to choose the one from David Tick because the colors are inversed, but normally we use Alexandra TH here and then just inverse the colors. I'm going to make the bands a little bit bigger so that we can see them here on YouTube. And we're going to set the ATR multiplier to 3, just like that. Okay, so our entry would have been on this big green dot here, which is that one there. We would get into the next candle, and we're going to set our stop loss to here. And then we're going to aim for a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward, just like that there. And if we want to increase our profits, we could actually trade it using the ATR itself and hopefully get out somewhere like this just here, which would have given us a 3.28 win on that trade. Now, obviously, there's lots of entries. We won't get 100% win rate, but I am pretty stoked and happy and looking forward to presenting the results to you guys. Okay, as I said, I have actually made a back test of this. Now, this is on one single indicator plus the ATR for our take profit and stop loss. It has absolutely zero confluence, so as I said, I'm quite happy with this. Number of trades I'd like to work on a lot more, because there is a couple of months where there is no trades whatsoever, but the equity curve looks green in the profit. But like I said, I've only got this one indicator. Let me open very quickly the settings for this. As you can see, as I go down, there is the price of entries and things like that, and I have activated the maximum stop loss to 2.2 as we're using ATR, which is something that I normally do. And then I'm going to keep going down. As you can see, I have not added. This is the main settings here. If I go down to confluence, as you can see, none of them are actually turned on in the slightest. So very happy with this as one single indicator. As you can see, we have made 167% of net profit with 74 closed trades, which I'd like to work on to try and increase those number of trades. We have a 54% win rate, which I'm going to show you how we can increase that very easily by adding one other indicator in a minute. We have a profit factor of 1.3. We do have a maximum drawdown of 34%, which I'm going to also show you how we can improve on that. But that's also on 20x leverage. So by decreasing the leverage, obviously you're going to decrease the profit and also decrease the max drawdown. If we compare to that for how much we would have earned on if we would have bought Bitcoin or Ethereum at exactly the same time and just held it, we would have lost 11%. So that we actually smashed that. The Sharpe ratio is a bit low on the 0.3. I will work on it to make it better before actually trading it myself. And then we have the normal trades. If I go here, we can see that my first trade was all the way back in 2021. So yeah, so it looks pretty good as a start. I have also added one other indicator here, which allows me to improve the results immensely. And that was the flat market by David Tech indicator. If I go all the way down here and go to flat market indicator, which is another indicator that I made as well, which is this one here mixed in with the VWMA. That's the volume weighted moving average. If I then add those there, that will reduce the number of trades again, but we have considerably increased the profit and the win rate to 63%. So we would have made a net profit of 219%. We only have 46 trades, so that's a lot of profit for a very small number of trades. Like I said, we are on the 1 hour, and I will continue to try and make this better. That has also increased our Sharpe ratio and Sortino ratio, and the other stats obviously would have stayed the same. As you can see, for the months that it traded, we need to look at why it hasn't traded in these months here, from June until September most years. But most of the months are actually in the green where it has actually traded. I did manage to get this all the way up to a 78.92 win rate. But that was by reducing considerably the risk to reward, and now it's at 1-1. That gives us almost a 80% win rate, but means that we're losing a lot of profit as well. We're at 46% profit, which means that we've lost over 150% profit on those trades. So obviously it's your choice whether you prefer a higher win rate or more profit. I also tested multi-take profits, which sometimes it looks better than it is in TradingView, but by increasing our risk to reward to 2 and taking profits at the 50% line, just like here, we're taking a profit here of 50% off the table when we get to this point, and we're taking the rest off at the end up here. We actually increase our win rate to 82.41%. We have a profit factor of 1.8, and we have decreased our max drawdown to 16.4%. We've also kept our profit at 170%, so that's absolutely brilliant. If I go over to the performance, we've increased slightly our Sharpe ratio and our Shortinho ratio as well. But I do realize that in TradingView, the multiple take profits isn't always the best way of going forward, but depends on yourself and your personal preferences. So guys, I'm really happy with the indicator. I really hope that you are too. I'm going to start back testing it on lower time frames and try and find out why it wasn't trading through June until October for 2 years, so that we can get even more trades out of it. But for one single indicator to have that much profit, with the experience that I have, I know that it's pretty impossible for just one indicator to do that, and have never seen it before. Divergences are generally quite good, but this seems to be one of the better ones. I did back tests on MACDs and other ones in the past, and nothing has given me this much profit with one single indicator, even with divergences. Before I leave you guys, I have one last thing to do, and that is give the 100 USDT for last week's video. Let me go over to the video, and then I'll find a random user and hopefully reward them with 100 USDT. Okay, here we are. I am giving away 100 USDT every week, so don't forget to comment down below, and you will be entered into a prize draw where you could win 100 USDT yourselves. Okay, so I'm going to go over and press the giveaway here. It's going to load the comments from that video. We had 50 video comments, and here we go. We're going to pick a winner. Stillcube, congratulations to you. You have just won 100 USDT. Reach out to me on Discord, discord.gg/DavidTech, and I will send you the 100 USDT. Thank you very much for your comments. I hope it was a nice one. And without further ado, guys, I hope you have a great week. I'll see you on Friday, hopefully with another squeeze momentum indicator trading strategy just for the weekend. So take care, keep safe, keep coding, trade like a boss, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.